everybody, welcome to this new Arabic lesson with me, Maha. Today I'm going to teach you 5 different ways to say thank you in Arabic. Let's begin with the fact that these are super useful expressions that we use every day. You know, Arabs use these expressions to convey gratitude. Do you say gratitude? Gratitudine? I don't know. Okay, to express their feeling of wanting to thank you, I'm grateful to you, and these are expressions to use instead of saying only shukran, thank you, a normal shukran. We have a lot of beautiful expressions with a very logical and interesting meaning behind, and that's why I'm going to dedicate this lesson to you today. So let's begin with the first one. The easy one, or the mostly common one, is shukran. You've heard of it. Shukran means simply thank you. Shukran. We can also combine a different word after shukran. Shukran jazilan. Shukran jazilan, it means thank you very much. Shukran jazilan. Let's try to repeat it together. Shukran, thank you. Shukran jazilan. Shukran jazilan. Shukran jazilan. The second expression, and now we are starting with interesting expressions with the meaning behind, apart from shukran, is barakallah feek. Barakallah feek. I'm gonna cut it into 3 pieces so you can memorize them well, and I'm gonna explain to you each piece of this whole expression barakallah feek. Let's repeat it together and try to memorize it. Barak Allah feek. Barak Allah feek. Barakallah feek. Barakallah feek. It's not just one expression, it's just like Barak Allah feek. It's really 3 different words, but we say them quickly. That's why I'm just trying to give you small doses so you don't send me to hell. Barak Allah feek. What is the meaning of Barak Allah feek? It means thank you, huh? If you give me a present, I can tell you simply Barak Allah feek. But you need to understand what is the meaning of Barak Allah feek. Why didn't I say just shukran? Thank you. Because Barakallah feek is one of these 5 super interesting and very much used in the Arab world. So, what is the meaning of Barakallah feek? Barak is a verb. Baraka, it comes from mabruk. By the way, if you know mabruk, when somebody buys a car, we tell them mabruk, mabruk, congratulations, or well done, or mabruk, blessed, mabruk. So barak is a verb. Barak means to bless, to give a blessing. And who can give blessings in the Arab world in general? Allah, God. So Barak, Allah, may God, Barak, bless, feek. May God bless you. Barakallah feek. May God give the blessing in you. That's the literal translation, because feek is in you. So Barak Allah feek. May God give the blessing to you. Barakallah feek. That's Barak, to bless, Allah, God, feek, you. Barakallah feek. Sometimes, I don't know if you noticed, we start with the verb, because Arabic language, usually it's a verb, it has verbal sentences. We start with the verb, bless God, you. But we can also simply say Allah barik feek. So it's very also, we can also make nominal sentences. It's not like a must that you have to start with a verb. We can also say Allah barik feek, but usually when we want to thank somebody, the order of the words in this sentence, or in this phrase, or in this expression are verb, subject, object. Okay? So barakallah feek. Barakallah feek. So now you know, if somebody gives you a present or somebody helps you doing something, you simply can tell them barakallah feek, and you convey the meaning of gratitude, or you are grateful and you're thanking them. Barakallah feek. Remember, we tend to lose the literal meanings of when we use these expressions. When I say to my mom after taking care of Layla, I can tell her, Yamma barakallah feeki. I tend to, inside my head, I'm not telling her, may God bless you. No, inside my head, I'm just telling her, thank you, mom. Barakallah feeki, Yamma. Okay, thank you, mom. So again, what I want to add here, I don't want to repeat it too much, but you asked me to talk slower, so I'm trying to repeat things less fast. The thing that I wanted to add is, if you're a female, if I'm talking with a female, we just change the ending of feek into feeki. So barakallah feeki, Barakallah fiki. And if I'm talking to a bunch of people, we change the ending into u. Barakallah fiku. So Barakallah feek, you male. Barakallah fiki, to you female. Barakallah fiku. Barakallah fiku to all of you. God bless you or thank you, all of you. Okay? Another very much used expression to say thank you in Arabic is يخلف عليك. يخلف عليك, it's very difficult to explain the literal meaning, but I will try my best to make it as easy and to make you understand what's يخلف عليك, or otherwise just can't memorize it. يخلف عليك and that's it, and it means thank you, okay? But I love to give you the meanings behind things. So يخلف عليك, it's difficult. يخلف comes from the verb khalafa, which is difficult to explain. Maybe I can connect the word khalifa, maybe caliph, you know it. Anyways, khalifa is a person who came behind or after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So khalifa is the person that comes after. Khalafa, it means أنا أخلفت بوعدي. It means, oh my God, it's gonna be super difficult for you, but I will try. Khalafa is like to do something the opposite way or behind it. Like it's something that's the opposite. Okay, forget about what I said now. It all makes sense, but it's too much for somebody who's learned Arabic. So forget about it. But يخلف عليك literally it means may God يخلف عليك, on you. So may God compensate. I'm gonna explain it this way, and it also makes sense. I'm not teaching you something wrong, but I'm trying to simplify for you the very difficult language of Arabic, but it makes sense. So يخلف, it's a present tense verb. I'm talking about somebody, a male, so it's Allah. So I'm indicating Allah and I'm saying may Allah يخلف, so may he compensate or give you back or return something from the back, okay? To you, عليك, on you. So may God compensate on you, or may God compensate عليك, compensate you for what you've done to me, for the favor that you've given me. And that's why I'm asking God to compensate you. Okay? I hope it makes sense. But anyways, it's يخلف عليك. It comes from the verb خلفة and khalifa or akhlafa. So if you're so into Arabic, I will try to write down the real meaning of this, but the meaning that I want to convey, and I want you to understand, because it's not so important to go into detail of a very complex sentence. The important thing is that I'm using a present tense verb. I'm asking God to يخلف, to compensate, to give you back, عليك, on you, and this makes sense. So يخلف عليك, when you give me a favor, when you do me a favor, I can tell you simply, apart from saying shukran or barakallah feek, may God bless you, I can tell you easily يخلف عليك. يخلف عليك if you're a male, يخلف عليكي if you're a female, I'm thanking you. يخلف عليكم, I'm thanking all of you. يخلف عليكم, may God compensate all of you. Again, when somebody does you a favor and you want to thank them, you can simply choose يخلف عليك and forget about all this complex thing of may God compensate you, because when you're saying يخلف عليك, you are simply saying shukran, thank you, in Arabic. Okay? يخلف عليك, يخلف عليكي, يخلف عليكم. Luckily, this next one is a little bit more easier to explain, because I hate it when I can't convey the exact meaning, but I tried my best and you got it. Inshallah, I hope. Anyways, this next way to say thank you to somebody, it's سلم إيديك. سلم إيديك, or يسلم إيديك better. يسلم إيديك. Huh? سلم إيديك. What is the meaning of سلم إيديك? Salim comes from salam, peace and security. Salama means to maintain, to conserve something in peace and wholeness and security. So to keep something complete from any harm. That's the meaning of the verb salama, apart from the meaning of to say hi, to greet. But salama, it means to keep something without harm, okay? Harmless. Sallim idayk. What is idayk? Idayk comes from the, by the way, this is a dialect way, so it's not standard Arabic, and that's why it's difficult to explain to you a lot, many times, to give you the real words in standard Arabic. These are expressions used in daily life, so they tend to loosen up the whole grammar of that, of being a modern standard Arabic. It's just a dialect Arabic. So, by the way, anyways, idayk, the expression is sallim idayk. We said sallim, to conserve, to keep something out of harm. Idayk comes from the word yad, which means hand. Idayk are hands, the plural, or both hands. Idayk, with this K at the ending, I think you know by now, if you're learning Arabic like for the past 2 or 3 months, you understand that this K is referring to the object pronoun, so to you. So sallim idayk, may God preserve. Idayk, your hands, okay? May God keep your hands that gave me this thing. May God preserve them and keep them away from any harm, okay? Sallim idayk, or like literally, thank your hands, okay? You're giving me, this way of thank you, by the way, is usually preferred to say when somebody like hands you something, like gives you something with the hand. That's why we prefer, I would prefer to say sallim idayk rather than saying shukran or يخلف عليك or بارك الله فيك. Okay, so I would use sallim idayk because it's your idayk, it's your hands that gave me this thing, and I want to thank your idayk, your hands. Okay, sallim idayk. So again, sallim idayk, sallim. We're also now like we're referring to God. May God, يسلم. May God. Even if we don't say Allah, we always when we ask something big, we ask it from Allah, from God. So we can simply use the verb without saying the word Allah. We know that we're asking Allah to preserve and keep your idayk out of harm. Okay? Again, the expression to say thank you is sallim idayk. Sallim idayk. Thank your hands. If I'm talking to a female, sallim idayki. And if I'm talking to a lot of people, sallim idayko. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for giving me a book or for giving me whatever in your hands. Okay? Again, this is a way to say thank you. But specifically, thank you for giving me something. Okay? And that's why I'm thanking idayk, your hands, and not thanking in general. Okay? Sallim idayk. The last expression to indicate or to convey you are thankful, you're grateful to somebody is كتر خيرك, كتر خيرك, or كتر خيرك, or another variation, كتر الله خيرك. Okay? Again, remember in the fourth way we said we can put Allah or we can even remove Allah. We're always asking Allah to thank somebody. In this كتر خيرك, we have like the option of inserting the word Allah, كتر الله خيرك, or just remove it and just say كتر خيرك or كتر خيرك. So it's an expression that you can choose and be I forgot the word, you see, and be I have to find it, if not I'm gonna kill myself, and be creative with it. Okay? This is an expression that you can be creative and you can create the variation that you want. كتر خيرك, كتر خيرك, كتر الله خيرك. Okay, let's understand the meaning of كتر خيرك. What is كتر خيرك? كتر comes from كتر, it's the verb, and that comes from كثير. Maybe in standard Arabic you know كثير. كثير means many or a lot. So كتر, it's a verb. May God multiply. May God make a lot, literally. So may God multiply خيرك. خير means goodness. خيرك, your goodness. So your acts of goodness, may Allah, may God يكترهم. May God كتر الله خيرك. May God multiply them. Okay, so your goodness, the good that you've done to me, I'm asking Allah, God, to يكترهم. So I'm asking God to multiply them for you. You gave me a lot of good. كتر الله خيرك. May God multiply the khair that you gave me. Okay, that's a fantastic explanation. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying and it's not Chinese. It's not Arabic. So again, كتر خيرك, كتر خيرك. كتر is a verb, a present tense verb, and it means may he multiply. We can insert the he, which is Allah, afterwards, and we can just like understand that it's Allah without inserting the word Allah. And khairak comes from the word khair, which means goodness, good deeds. Okay, that's good deeds, deeds that you've done good. At the ending, it's yours. It's an object pronoun. كتر الله خيرك, or كتر خيرك, or كتر خيرك. And if I'm talking to a female, كتر خيرك. And if I'm talking to a lot of you, كتر خيركو, خيركو. كتر خيرك, كتر خيرك, كتر خيركو. كتر الله خيرك, كتر الله خيرك, كتر الله خيركو. Okay? This is a way to say thank you. Simply thank you. Literally, may God multiply your good deeds to you because you gave them to me. But the whole meaning, or the general meaning, is shukran, is thank you. I hope you liked this lesson. I hope it was super interesting, as I think it was. For me, it's super interesting. If there's something like this in German that I'm studying and they're explaining this to me with the literal meaning and with the ways, the 5 ways to say thank you in German, for example, I would be so grateful, really. I would be so enthusiastic, and I would think that this lesson is super interesting. So I hope this is the way you feel, also the way that I'm feeling. I'm happy that I taught this lesson. I hope you vary, like you choose between these 5 types of saying thank you, and when you use them, it means that you're really getting into the Arab mood and you're learning the language and you're getting better and better. Use these, are super like well known and used by all Arabs in the whole world, and it's good to use them. Let me remind you of the 5 ways to say thank you. You can either say shukran, shukran jazilan. You can say كتر خيرك, كتر الله خيرك. You can say يخلف عليك, and you can say سلم إيديك, and you can say also Barakallah feek, Barakallah feek. I hope you liked this lesson. I invite you to subscribe to my channel for more interesting lessons such as this, and I want you to follow me on my Instagram account MAHA or like my page on Facebook, Learn Arabic with Maha, because I'm having a lot of new updates for you, especially regarding my intensive Arabic courses in the Holy Land, which application will be open very soon. So stay tuned and make sure you are a subscriber to all my social media, where I usually update you. And I hope you like this lesson, and I will see you. Oh my God, I will see you in a following Arabic lesson with me, Maha. مع السلامة.